Our next question is from Brian Hallenbeck, and it goes to Mr. Needleman.
Mr. Needleman, on June 30th, the last day of the previous fiscal year, the Malloy administration eliminated funding in the current fiscal year for the regional tourism districts, including the Eastern District. Supporters of that district have indicated they will seek restoration of at least some of that funding. How would you vote? And are you satisfied in general with the state's approach to tourism promotion?
I have a vested interest in that because I live with somebody who runs a theater in the district, and I believe I hear it every night. And she's the town of Essex's tourism rep to that tourism district. I would love to tell people that we should fully fund everything. I would love to say that this is an easy problem to fix, but we need to find ways to fund some of these things with private dollars. And I think that although Governor Malloy did a great job in restoring $10 million to the tourism budget and the state's advertising budget when he first took office, the budget crisis we face is a real problem. And as Senator Linares aptly put it, we have to decide between mental health and promoting tourism or other critical functions. So choices have to be made and creative solutions need to be found. That's what I do.
Senator Linares, you have 90 seconds.
So when it comes to investing in tourism, we have to do so, and we have to do it wisely. If you look at New York's tourism plan, they have Jay-Z in the background singing New York, New York, Empire State of Mind. They're talking about the jobs that they're creating. They're talking about the opportunities for people to come to New York to visit and to stay there. In Connecticut, we have commercials running saying it's still revolutionary, and they're running in Connecticut. We're already here. They should be airing those commercials somewhere else. And we need to get smart about how we market this state, using digital media, using digital marketing, advertising, collecting data appropriately, and marketing to the folks that we want to come here. We can do a much better job, and I haven't seen that with Connecticut tourism at this time.
If you could just, you were in Hartford. The cutting of the funding for the tourism districts was that necessary given the budget situation, or was that a poor decision to make? If you could comment on that.
It's unfortunate because there was an increase in the hospitality tax, and that money was supposed to go to market tourism. That's how they got the hospitality industry to agree to that new tax. And so it's another example of how a new tax is implemented. It's promised to be lockboxed for tourism, or, for example, with the Special Transportation Fund, money is promised to be lockboxed to transportation, and then it's absorbed into the general fund. It's another example of how money is misused in Hartford and how we need to stop that.
And Ms. Needleman, you get a final word on this one, 30 seconds.
Thank you. So I actually agree that money that should be earmarked for specific purposes or collected for those should be earmarked for them. However, my whole life I've been watching New York and Connecticut earmark money like through the lottery for education, and money always goes into the general fund. I actually think we have a spending problem in the state of Connecticut. We budget based on how much we want to spend, and then we try to figure out where the money is. And frankly, both parties love to put things in the budget for their district, for their towns, and eventually it's just got to stop. You can't keep spending.
Thank you.